everybody. Welcome to Run and Code, humor in South Texas law enforcement, where we find the funny in modern law enforcement. I'm your host, T-Bone. With me, as always, is my partner, J-Man. J-Man, how you doing today?
I'm doing good.
So today, J-Man, we're going to talk about pursuits.
Yeah, that's your forte.
I love chasing me a car. I will chase that car there until my tires fall off or I run out of gas. And I always keep my Tahoe at least at 3/4, so I ain't run out of gas anytime soon. Pursuits are a lot of fun. They can end badly. That's not funny. Obviously, we'd like it when they just run out of gas or they wreck themselves out, but they don't hit anybody else. They hit a tree or they hit a fence or whatever. Okay, that's funny. And then they take off on foot and we catch them. But I love pursuits. I've probably set the record in this agency for pursuits. I swear to God, there was a time when I was on interdiction where I was getting 2 to 3 a week.
Yeah.
And that was just my pursuits, not my partner's pursuits. So I jump in and help him. Mm-hmm. And the reason why mine were allowed is I didn't sound like a little girl on the radio. I didn't panic. I didn't scream. I didn't sound like my balls have been crushed. I stayed. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Come on, don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
You've all heard it, where they get the high pitch. You know they got tunnel vision now. They're not paying attention to anything else other than the guy they're chasing, which means now they're putting everybody in danger around them. Mm-hmm. And so mine tended to get approved, and as long as the circumstances did not change, like all of a sudden we're entering a school zone, at 80 miles an hour, that's different.
Yeah.
A smart officer is going to kill that before it even gets that. Know your area and like, I had a school zone coming up. Nope, I'm going to stop this now.
Yep.
Now, you kill the pursuit a mile out and you turn your lights off and turn around and he goes to the school zone and hits somebody, that's not on you. That's on him. You continue to chase him to that school zone, he hits a kid, that is most definitely on you.
Yep.
So you got to be smart about pursuits. They're fun. We all want to do them. Some agencies have more restrictive policies. Some agencies have less restrictive policies. DPS, they don't care. They will chase you to the ends of the earth. They will shoot out your tires, which is 100% legal, folks. I don't know if y'all know that. That's legal. They can shoot your tires out. Just most agencies don't authorize that.
Yeah. No, yeah.
DPS, they're authorized. And the only one allowed to cancel a trooper's pursuit is the trooper who initiated it. Other agencies, any other agency I can think of, it's the supervisor.
Yeah.
Either you cancel it or your supervisor is going to cancel it. And so pursuits, it's constant information. Where you're at, how fast you're going, what's traffic around you like, what are they doing, what are the road conditions? Is it slick? Is it dry? Is it, what is it? Is it a dirt road now? Do we turn off the pavement onto, dirt? Constant updates. And a smart supervisor is going to know when to go, you know what, kill that, let it go. But a smarter officer will stop that before it gets to that point, and you build that credibility with your boss.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I know when to let it go. I've let my ego run a lot of things in my life, but not my pursuits. I have no problem, can't terminate a pursuit. I don't let ego drive it. Okay, I'll get him another day. We got his plate number. We'll figure it out. Mm-hmm. Turn it over to CID, let him have it. And it's funny, they usually wreck out a mile or two down the road after you quit chasing them. You're like, you completely terminated everything, and they wreck out. And then you get the call for a wreck, and it matches, turn back around, go back over there. Either the guy's still on scene, or he's gone on foot.
Yeah.
Well, at least I can take the car.
Yeah.
Hey, which direction you ran? No, you ran that way. You ran into that apartment right there. Outstanding. Yeah, start with some more units. Ding, ding, ding. You're going to come out, dude, or we're going to come in and get you. You pick. Especially apartments on the second floor. Like, you're not going anywhere. You're in that apartment now. We're just going to get a warrant. We're going to break the door. Or we're going to go to the apartment manager and go, give me the key.
Or he's going to be, Indiana Jones and jump off the balcony.
Okay, it's funny you mentioned that because I had that happen to me once. We served a narcotic search warrant, and I stayed down. It was a second floor apartment. I stayed down on the first floor, just cover the balcony. As soon as he hit the door, he came right over the railing and broke his leg right in front of me. He just landed right in front of me, crack, and you could hear his leg just crack. I was like, what is wrong with you?
Wasn't soft there.
No, he landed right. I was standing on the sidewalk. He missed the grass probably by about a foot, and he just shattered his leg. And I heard the flashbang. I heard the door hit, heard the flashbang, and right over the railing he came. And I'm just like watching him come down. Donk. And of course, he screamed like a little girl, and I probably would have too. He shattered his leg.
So he was neither Spider-Man nor a mathematician.
No. He did not apparently understand depth perception and distance. And from that balcony, he busted his shit up good. And I was like, well, yeah, you're under arrest. Okay, we got him.
Oh my gosh.
So he did it right over the rail. He didn't even hesitate because his door, and he just came flying right over it. And like he stopped, looked, he just came flying over it. I guess he figured he'd take his chances that we wouldn't have somebody downstairs. I just happened to be downstairs and just watch him. Well, he ain't running on me.
I don't know. That's just some kind of I don't know what you want to call it, fear, just like instinct. That's terrible instincts too.
What he had in the apartment was worth trying to get away.
Oh.
He was looking at serious federal time.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it was worth the try. So I had to, I had to hand it to him. Good try. And pursuit's not just vehicular. Foot pursuits.
Oh yeah.
I had a ton of them. I chased him across roads, and I won't chase you across the highway. I had a kid take off on me at a traffic stop and ran right across 8 lanes of highway at 11 in the morning. I'm like, nope. I just stood there and watched him run. I was not chasing him.
Oh yeah, it's too dangerous.
I'm not playing Frogger. Mm-hmm. And he made it across. But the passenger told me who it was, and he had a felony warrant. I drove over to the house. I waited a little bit, went over to the house, knocked on the door. Mom answered it. Is dumbass here? Yeah. Where's he at? In his bedroom. He's got a warrant. Okay, come on in, sir. Just took him right to the bedroom, opened the door, said, get your ass out of bed, looked at me and said, hi, remember me? And he's still sweating, trying to pretend he was sleeping, just covered in sweat. I'm like, yeah, turn around. Off to jail we went, and I didn't bother to charge him with evading. I didn't tell him to stop. I just let him run. I was like, nope, I'm not saying a word. I'm just going to let him run, see if he gets hit by one of them 18-wheelers. I was like, oh my God, I'm not chasing him. Now, I can see officers, they've done that. I don't know if you saw that video recently, Oklahoma maybe, where it was a pursuit. He chased him onto a highway, tased him on the highway, he fell on the highway, and then he got ran over by a car coming down the highway. Did you see that video?
No, but I heard about it. Insane.
Not good.
Insane.
Not good. I'm not going to second guess the officer. Obviously not the ideal place to tase somebody is in the middle of a road.
Yeah.
But we're talking a rural area in the middle of the night. Like, what were the odds there was going to be a car coming right then and there?
Yeah.
I mean, 1 in a million. And it ran to go over because the officer had him under NMI.
See, now that's, I guess that's just a prime example of to just always, I think just kind of, I don't want to word it in a way to where, it would just say that officer just was acting like some sort of malicious way or anything, but I guess just always just to remember where you're at surrounding, like where you're at, your surroundings, and just consider what's going on and just like, should you do this at this point?
Well, everything in law enforcement is constant evaluation of the current circumstances because they change. Yeah. They change rapidly. You go to 911 call or 911 hang up and it turns into a shooting, or you go to a shooting, turns out to be it was nothing. I mean, circumstances and facts constantly change. So that's why you always had to be flexible.
Yeah.
So it was a good chase. The guy had, I believe it was a felony warrant or he had narcotics. It was something that was worth chasing over, not worth dying over.
Yeah.
And he just tased him when he got up on a flat surface. He tased him and he fell down in lane 1, and here come a pickup truck, and just ran him right over. And it's on camera and it's clear as a bell. And the officer was not being malicious about it. The officer felt horrible about it. You could tell right away, but he's still facing criminal charges now, and that agency is being sued all to hell. And
yeah.
You better look back and take that back. I guarantee you would do anything, just, let him go.
Yeah.
Hey, let me stop any other car tonight.
Yeah.
Except that one.
Yeah.
So you do have to obviously be careful. You're not only mindful of yourself, your own safety, the suspect's safety, because they're still in your custody now, or the surrounding public. So pursuits, I've had them to where we're on a wide open highway. It's night. Hey, let's run. The only thing he's going to hurt is himself. He wrecks.
Yeah.
But I've had daylight pursuits where we're coming into downtown at like 100 miles an hour. Nope.
Oh, hell
I'm letting that go.
Yeah.
It hurts the pride a little bit, but it's not worth the possible outcome. It's not worth the lawsuits, and it's not worth the possible civil rights violation. It's not worth it. So it's easier. I'm terminating this, turning off my lights, and I'm taking the next exit.
Yep.
You're voicing on the radio to cover your butt. Mm-hmm. I'm doing these things. He's gone. Last seen northbound, whatever. He's gone. Just, is the helicopter up by any chance? Let them take it over.
Yeah.
If they see him, great. We'll see where he lands, and then we'll swarm there. Mm-hmm. Then letting your ego drive this into a fatality crash when you don't even know what you're chasing for. Unless you knew, like, oh, that car's stolen. Okay. It's not worth the death.
Yeah.
So you have to know when to push, when to back off. My thought process was always, they're running for a reason. They're not just running to run. They're running for a reason. There is a reason they're running. Not to bullet bikes. Bullet bikes are running just to run because they know we're not going to chase them.
Yeah.
So if I see a bullet bike and no license plate, I already know he's running. Mm-hmm. I mean, I already know automatically he's going to run as soon as they hit the lights. I already know it. So what I've done now is I just follow them until they get to wherever they're getting. As soon as they get off the bike, I hit the lights, pull up. Hey, man, come here, let me talk to you for a second. 9 out of 10, they got no warrants, no nothing. But I'm like, you were going to run. Now, where's your plate? Oh, it's in my backpack. Put it on. And I'll make them put it on right there in front of me and then give them a citation for driving no license plate. Okay, drive safe.
Mm-hmm.
But I know they were going to run. I know for a fact they were going to run. And I tell them, I know you know that I know you were going to run. So, but that's why you don't have your plate on, because it's a game to them until they hit somebody and die.
Yeah.
And they're going to die. Motorcycles, we don't chase motorcycles. It's not worth it. They are going to die if they crash. At those speeds, they're going to die.
Yeah.
They're not really going to hurt anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So it's our agency says no, at flat out. And I'm pretty sure your agency is the same.
Oh, exactly.
Not for motorcycles.
Exact same.
Cars, situation dependent. What's the offense? What's the nature of it? What are the traffic conditions, road conditions? What's the vehicle condition? If it's a misdemeanor theft, we're not chasing this dude over 100 miles an hour on the highway. That's stupid.
No.
It's a misdemeanor theft. If this is aggravated assault, deadly weapon, kidnapping, murder. Okay. The circumstances, the offense, and the circumstances dictate the response. But at the end of the day, if he heads into like heavy traffic, driving recklessly, no.
Yeah, no.
If we know who he is, we'll find him another day. Mm-hmm. We can walk the warrant on him and send the fugitive unit after him. It's not worth killing people.
Yeah.
And as a new officer, it always hurts the pride when somebody you were chasing gets away. Like,
Yeah.
Or you terminate, or your boss. It's nothing worse than hearing your boss come on the radio and say terminate that. You're like, oh, come on. But you got to remember where he's coming from.
Yeah.
Because it has to be by policy. And if he allows that pursuit to continue and it gets crashed, now they're going to come back and ask him, why didn't he or she kill that?
Yeah.
And what are they going to say? I wasn't listening? Well, that's a horrible answer. So there's no winning there. It's like, no, it is what it is. So you've had a couple pursuits. Give me a good one.
Well, it's actually stupid. Remember, I pulled over a vehicle for running a stop sign. So working nights, I don't turn off my lights, my headlights, or anything like that. I'll keep them on, and I'll just find a spot and sit. And then even just to like a little bit more icing, and I don't have to do this, I'll angle my car to where the decal of my agency is showing. It'll illuminate when someone's headlights pass, because now you really don't have no defense as to why you didn't stop for the stop sign, because you didn't see me.
Yeah.
My lights are on, and you didn't even see the stop sign, so you're just not paying attention. Completely blows it. Didn't even California roll it. Like, wasn't even a roll and stop, nothing. Just blows it completely. Following him down the road now, I'm going east. Yeah, I'm going eastbound down this road, and I'm calling it out. He's passing the store, a safe place to park. It's well lit. Past that, past a high school, past another place where he could pull over, which is a field.
So he's showing you he has no intention of stopping.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, so I'm letting the dispatcher know everything what's going on. I already got at least 2 more units coming my way. So the guy eventually pulls into the front of a business inside of a shopping center, a small little shopping center. And I'll never forget it. He gets out the car, looks dead at me, locks the door, because I think I heard the door lock, and then he just runs into the store. Well, apparently he drove to the place where he worked, and I guess he thought that would be like home base.
Home base.
And
boss, help me out here.
Yeah, I think the plan was he was going to ask his manager to hide him somewhere inside the restaurant, like inside the kitchen or whatever. But I was right on him, man. I was on his ass. So I get in the store, and he's up against the trash can, and he turns and he looks at me. No, his head's up. It was like boom, just right up against the trash can.
Right.
I didn't take him to the ground because it wasn't necessary.
Yeah, you can tell right away when it's going to be necessary.
He gave up.
Yeah.
So I put him up against the trash can, hook him. Let everybody know, hey, I'm secure. Blah blah blah. Slow it down. I got one in custody. And this man ran for weed. Now, if you've been listening this far, you get the gist that we work in a county where marijuana is not cared about anymore. Like, unless
we have
it is
much bigger things.
Tons, pounds, and maybe a certain number of ounces. But yeah, it was stupid. He had a pipe in plain view. A pipe in plain view.
See, that's not thinking. That's making an okay situation into a bad one.
And then when I got PC to search the car. It's no longer an inventory. It's a PC search now because paraphernalia in plain view. And all I found was 10 measly grams of marijuana. Stupid.
That is dumb.
And I remember before, so we take anybody in custody, any arrested persons to our agency to administratively book them. So I remember we let him call, we let him call the mother of his children, and even she knew it was a stupid reason. She was pissed.
Yep, I bet she was.
Now, I mean, he got probation or whatever, so his case, I can talk about it now, but it's just, it was a really dumb pursuit. And he even felt dumb too. I was like, we don't arrest for that no more, right? You literally would have gotten the ticket. And he just puts his head down. I'm like, yeah,
you screwed up. Like, dude, really over all that for nothing? Like, you wasted your time, my time, everyone's time.
Oh yeah,
man, come on.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Smart decision making is not anyone's forte anymore, and because in their mind, it's the worst thing in the world is that quad. That's the worst thing in the world. It's like, nah, we're looking for other things. Honestly, as long as it's not a stolen gun, any of the hard narcotics, really don't care.
Yeah.
I did a traffic stop the other day, and the kid pulled right over. It was 3 of them, and they had just over an ounce of weed. That's it, though. They were polite, non-confrontational, didn't give me any problems. You know what? Cite and release. It's going to get dismissed anyway.
Yeah.
Took the weed down to the evidence room, called it a night.
Yeah.
Attitude is altitude. They didn't fight me, run, talk shit, deny it. They were polite, pleasant, respectful, and honest. You know what? That goes miles of me and every officer.
Oh, yeah.
When you treat us like we're stupid by pretending that we don't know what we're looking at, like we can't smell what we're smelling, like that's when it's insulting.
Oh, yeah.
But when you're from off the top, yes, sir, I've got an ounce of weed. Okay. Anything else? No. Where y'all coming from? He was right up where he was coming from, where he was going, how much he had, where it was at. No attitude, no shitty looks, no nothing. You know what? Man, I'm going to give you a cite and release, send you down the road. There's no reason to arrest him. None.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going to waste my time on his. I'm not going to put him in the system, and it's a cite and release. It's going to get dismissed anyway. By the time he has to come in for his mugshot and fingerprints, the case is going to be dismissed.
Yeah. Problem
solved. Or I could have taken it on right then and there, and they just reject it right then and there. Why? So, listeners out there who are not law enforcement, if you think you're going to run and that's going to make it better, it never makes it better.
Especially if you got some athletic officer out there. It's like, that Mr. Bionic Man or Bionic Woman. Hey, good luck, because just like I think I've heard, I think that I heard some military personnel say, like, I guess they were chasing a trainee or a cadet because they were running from a drill sergeant for some whatever reason. You're going to just die tired.
Yeah. I had one run on me. I actually pursued a trainee when I was an instructor.
Hey, like, quick side note, shout out to all the DIs, drill sergeants, TIs, bionic men and women right there.
Oh, yeah.
I would never want to run from any of y'all or pull y'all over. Nope. I'm not getting on the ground and pushing.
I told the trainees, because you could see the base fence from the drill pad, and it was probably about 200 yards, maybe 300 yards at the most. And I told them, you make the fence before I get you, you're free to go. I won't even stop you to walk out the gate. You're AWOL, and it is what it is. And I used to tell that to every single flight. And then someone took me up on it. I turned around, and he was booking it for the fence. And I was, oh, shit. And I'm chasing him. And we're running. And I got to him right before he got to the fence. I tackled him right before he touched the fence. And I was like, oh, man, you were so close. You almost made it. And I walked him all the way back. Called the first sergeant. Hey, it's time for him to go. But he said, don't ever say that to the flights anymore. Because you would have had to let him go. I mean, you told him. I was like, no, obviously I'm not just going to let you walk out the gate. I just wanted to see who had the balls to do it. So my very first foot pursuit was when I was in the military. Wasn't even a cop yet. Yeah, because we were running every day. And back then I was in much better shape than I am now. I wish I was in the shape I was now. I'm just getting a lot more sleep than I was back then. Anybody who has been in the Air Force TI or a Marine DI or an Air Force drill sergeant or Navy RDC, you don't get any sleep in that job. So I'm getting far more sleep now, but I'm not in the shape I was. So I guess it's a compromise. I'm rested, but I'm not running the 440 any longer. And I've gotten to the point now where I'm not chasing you that far now. I'm not chasing you for a half mile on foot. I'm just, you take off, I'm just going to drive my Tahoe. I'm just going to follow you. I hit one guy with a door once. He was right down the center of the street, so I pulled back to him and winged my door open and slammed on the brakes at the same time so I wouldn't run him over. Just knocked him right down, got out and cuffed him. Problem solved. I'm not sweaty. I'm not running. He's okay. He's a little scratched up, but that's it. And got him into custody. Problem solved. And of course, you can't do that. Why not? I knew what I was doing. I purposely angled the Tahoe away, slammed on the brakes, same time I hit him with the door, so I wouldn't run him over.
Yeah.
And it's not a high speed pursuit. He's running on foot, so we're going maybe 15 miles an hour. So I'm not going to go so fast that I can't get stopped. I just wasn't going to chase him on foot. Why? when I got a Tahoe, just drive and get right behind him. Stop, dude. Stop. No. Okay. Clunk, clunk. Okay. Now you're under arrest. I'm not sweaty. I'm not out of breath. I don't sound on the radio. Nobody wants to hear that shit on the radio.
Oh yeah.
You sound like an idiot.
Yeah.
And I've done it, man, where you're not keying up and you're just sitting there trying to get your breath back and sound all calm. Yes, dispatch someone in custody. And as soon as you unkey the mic, because nobody sounds cool doing that on the radio.
Oh no, yeah.
Nobody sounds cool. I've had pursuits. I have chased them 3 counties away.
Man.
Yeah, I was interdiction. The rules were not different. They were just a little more relaxed for interdiction. Like we figured they're running, they got major weight.
Yeah.
So go ahead and chase them.
Mm-hmm.
Chase this one all the way 3 counties away. By then, of course, DPS is involved in it. The county that we were in was involved in it. The other 2 counties we went through, they stopped the county line because it wasn't their pursuit. So they just assisted me to the county line just in case he wrecked out there. Nope. Okay. Well, it's the next county's problem. The 3rd county, that county is involved and DPS is involved. And me and my partner are right behind this guy. And then he tried to cross the median and wrecked out. And of course, by then there's got to be 15 of us. I mean, he tried to come out that window and he got assisted through the window by me and a trooper, assisted gently into the grass, and handcuffed. But the 2 other counties that he ran through, they took lead. So those counties filed felony evading charges too.
Oh yeah, there you go.
You did it in their county too.
Yep.
Because they got in front. They led the way through that county. Now you're running from them, not us.
Yep.
And then the next county, same thing. Oh, you're running from them, not us. So he got not only felony evading charges in the county where I started the pursuit and on top of the narcotics, the other 3 counties also filed felony evading charges on him too. I was like, outstanding. Because when he's done with us, they're going to extradite him to the 1st county. They'll get their whack at him. They'll be done. Then they'll extradite him to the next county. They'll take their whack at him. Then the 3rd county and get their whack at him. 4 counties. You dumbass.
Yeah, that's just four-time evader, man.
Oh yeah, no, I mean right there. I mean you can't do him in enhanced, but now he's got 4 convictions of felony evading on his record. But why he was running was the 5 pounds of meth in the trunk and the gun. So he had good reason to run.
5
like
pounds.
I knew he was not letting it go, and because that's federal weight, and the gun, each bullet can cost you time as well. That's in the gun. Better hope we don't got that extended mag that day.
Oh yeah, no dicks in that car.
Yeah, the 30-round magazine. I would have a Derringer, a little 2-shot Derringer. No, pursuits are one of those things that you got to use your brain when you do it. You can't let your ego drive your car. You can't let your ego get people hurt because ultimately we're still public servants and we can't allow someone to get hurt because of what we're doing. So I've had it where I hit the lights and they immediately just hit the gas and I'm looking at the traffic up ahead going, nope. I may keep the lights on for a good maybe quarter mile. I had them on. He saw them to establish it and then kill him.
Yeah.
And then I may drop back and just trail. So either maybe he'll slow down and back off, but I'm still back there.
Mm-hmm.
Or he takes all the way off and I'm not going to go up to 100 with no lights on chasing, trailing, quote unquote. I'm not doing that crap.
Yeah.
It's a waste of my time. We had one of my favorites was I chased this guy for quite a while and it was just getting too dangerous. But by that time I was waiting for the helicopter to get up. That's all I was waiting for. Once the helicopter got up and got overhead, we're done. Killed the lights, killed everything, backed way off, and then we all just kind of stayed near the area and let the helicopter tell us where he stopped. The helicopter followed him for quite a ways. We were there too. We were just way in the back. And then he got comfortable, slowed down, started stopping at stop signs and stuff like that. And then he pulled into this house and casually walked on in. As soon as in the house, there we were. And we backyard, front yard, and we hit that door. And it was still considered fresh pursuit. Because he just walked into the house and we hit that door full speed and broke it down. And there he was in the living room looking at us. He had a bowl of cereal like, what the hell? Hi.
So does that the food
You're
from invaders? Like,
yeah. What is this cereal? I don't know what that is. You're right. I've seen that before too. I'm like, there must be something with it. I guess Cheerios.
Oh, Cheerio. Like
the Wheaties. The Wheaties, right? The Breakfast of Champions.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, you're under arrest. We didn't use force on this guy. He just was like shocked. I was like, yeah, dude. And when I took him outside, I said, look up. That's a helicopter. He was over you the whole time. And he said, that wasn't me. And I got on the radio of the helicopter and said, is this the person that got out of the car? And he goes, yep. I said, you're going to see when you go to court how good those cameras are. You're going to find out. And there was no one else in the house. We cleared the house we always clear the house, the entire house, just to be damn sure.
Oh, yeah.
No one else in the house. So yes, it was you. Because for those that don't know, the cameras on those helicopters are incredibly sharp. They're 4K, even from altitude, 4,000 feet. They can read your name tag. They had them. They watched them get out of the car, go in the house, and we showed up within probably 40 seconds. Yeah, we got you. It was you. And no. Okay, all right, well, that's fine. Let's just have your defense lawyer look at the video footage, and then you two decide what you want to do. Let me know what your plea bargain is. Yeah, sorry, dude. And he was running because he had a misdemeanor warrant. That's a misdemeanor warrant. You committed the stage L felony for a misdemeanor warrant. Like, come on, man.
Something you can go be a trustee for and get 2 for 1.
Yeah, 2 for 1 or even 3 for 1 and be done with it. You know, and or pay your bond and hire a lawyer and fight it out in court. Yeah. And just all the people you put in danger. It's like, come on, man. And what people don't realize is if you're running from us and you hit a car and you kill somebody, that's murder. That's not manslaughter. That's murder. Because you were running from law enforcement. That's not reckless endangerment. That's intentional.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that. If you sideswipe a car, that's aggravated assault deadly weapon. If you hit a car and just injure him, that's still aggravated assault deadly weapon. If you hit one of us, that's aggravated assault deadly weapon. And it's like you're making a situation that's not that bad. Yeah, in your mind, it's worse. And that's what we forget sometimes. That to us, it's no big deal. To them, it's like the worst day of their life. Oh, my God, this is a misdemeanor warrant. I'm going to jail forever. No, dude, you're not, especially in this county.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to get probably a year probation. Maybe even and it may be deferred.
Yeah.
Where you finish it and you want to be on your record. Like, they just want to win. That's all the prosecutors want is a win. Offer them, hey, I'll take deferred and a year probation. Sold. That's a win. They got an automatic win. Didn't have to go to trial. That's a win for the prosecution's office any day of the week. But no, let's put all these people in danger. What could be better than that?
Other than having a bowl of Cheerios and getting away?
Oh, my God. That's hilarious. We come through the door and he's just standing there. What the hell? Yeah, hi. Turn around, put your hand in the back. And he did. He completely complied. He didn't run. He just didn't fight us. He was just in shock. And then it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't you what? Like, he didn't say, what are you here for? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't you what? Like, I was hoping he'd say that was driving from you, running from you, something. He didn't. But I was hoping. God damn it. He didn't do it. Yeah, they don't make the smartest choices.
Oh, no.
I love it when they run on foot because we really don't terminate foot pursuits because honestly, the only one they're going to hurt is them. So we really don't terminate foot pursuits.
Yeah.
Now, if you hunker down in the neighborhood and we've been searching for 2 hours, we're not going to have 20 units tied up for 2 hours for a foot pursuit. Screw that. If we don't get you within the first about maybe 30, 45 minutes, we're probably going to call it.
Yeah.
We'll go back, tow the car. If you ran from a car, we'll just go tow the car. And then we'll tell the tow yard, hold the vehicle for ID of driver. And that way what they'll do is when the person comes down to get the car, they'll call us. We'll go down and see if that's him. Oh, that was him. Hey, I got you. Now, if it's been a couple of days, I can't arrest him, but I can at least ID him.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, a warrant will be forthcoming. You can have your car back, but a warrant will be forthcoming for evading. Because whatever they had with them, they took with them and dumped.
Oh, yeah,
so,
of course.
Yeah, whatever. So now it's just evading misdemeanor. Okay, whatever. But I got you ID'd. Or they will tell the tow yard, just get a copy of their driver's license. If you can't get down there, just get a copy of their driver's license, and we'll deal with it then. And then we'll look at it and go, was that him? Yeah, no, okay, whatever. Yeah. Could be just the owner of the car. Might not be the one running. Could just be the owner. I mean, obviously, we're going to want to talk to the owner. Like, hey, did you know this guy that ran? Oh, yeah, that's Jimmy. I let him use my car the other day. He didn't ask him why I was in the tow yard. Oh, he said he parked illegally and got it towed. Uh-huh. Oh, well. Yeah, that's similar. It's close. He stopped illegally and ran away. Sure. So, yeah, I love pursuits.
Oh, yeah. Pursuits, they can be real fun. They really can be, especially foot pursuits, vehicle pursuits. Of course, it's adrenaline. Like
oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like you said, just it's always wanting to be careful and make sure you're making the best decision, not only for yourself, but for your agency and the greater public that's out there on the roads.
Absolutely. I mean, you still have to keep them in mind. They're the ones that ultimately are going to suffer for your bad choices if you don't know when to back off and let it go. And I had a pursuit that ended, and thank you God that is so. The guy ran from us in a big lifted F-150, and he flew to that intersection, and I already knew what was coming. I was already slamming on the brakes on my partner. He shot through the red light, and he broadsided it. T-boned the van, and he hit him right behind the driver's seat. Luckily, and this grandfather told us, and the grandfather was not injured, surprisingly, not a scratch on the grandfather. As hard as he hit him, should have rang his bell, didn't. But he said every morning he takes his granddaughter to school, and she sits right there. That morning, she was sick. Otherwise, it would have killed her instantly because it shoved that door all the way through the center console. So, yeah, that could have been really bad because that was my first thought when I ran up in the van, like, oh, dear God.
Yeah.
I was like, please, 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 oh, please. And, whoa, thank you, Jesus. Luckily, never heard a word about that one, but it could have been so much worse.
Yeah.
And then I'd have to live with that I just couldn't let it go. So as I've gotten older, I know when to go, you know what, this ain't worth it. It's going to be situational dependent, crime dependent. If it's a major felony, violent felony, we haven't got the guy ID'd. Yeah, it might be worth chasing for a while and rolling the dice. But if we have him ID'd and it's a misdemeanor, let it go. Let it go.
Yeah.
If you hit the lights, he takes off. You already got him on felony evading too. So just walk a warrant later. We'll pick him up. We'll get him on another traffic stop down the road. That's usually how this works too. That's where he clear most warrants. It's traffic stops. That's where he clear most warrants.
Yeah.
You walk up, hey man, you got a warrant, get out. I love to do the whole, hey, did you see this in the back of your car? Did you see this damage back here? What the hell happened? And they get out, what? Oh, you got a warrant. They're away from the wheel. They want to run on foot, they're on foot, but at least they're not driving.
Oh, yeah.
And then I just if they get away from me, I just take the car from them and put a hold. Nope, you don't get the car back. So I love pursuits. But officers listening to me, please know when to let it go. You do not want to be the next officer on the news because you didn't let something go that you could have let go. That is just so not worth it in the end. Okay, they got away. You'll see them another day. That's the great thing about this job. You will see the same turd again.
Oh, yeah.
They're not going anywhere. They're reproducing. So you're going to run second, third generation turds. So let it go and live to fight another day.
Very true.
So, J-Man, you got anything to add?
Nope, nothing to add.
All right, brothers, sisters, be safe this week. Keep an eye on your surroundings. Make smart choices when you're hitting the gas and chasing somebody. Make sure that what you're chasing for is worth the possible outcome. And y'all have a safe week, and we are out. Hey, if you like the show, check us out on Twitter or Instagram. Both are at T-Bone and J-Man. Like, follow, subscribe, send it out to your friends, send it out to your family. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach us there, and we'll give you a shout out on the show.